What? Obviously, I'm still sick. Welcome. Yeah. So, welcome aboard. I thought for this episode we would do like covering some poetry. Actually, I've actually published a few books. Like most narcissistic authors, I put a picture of myself. I'm kidding. This is actually a modeling picture that I had used from a great photographer, a friend of mine. This man is phenomenal. I really genuinely love the art that this man creates with his camera. I really do. His name is actually Vlad Borimsky. That's Borimsky. It's actually Vladislav Borimsky, but he goes by Vlad Borimsky. Great photographer. He's like neck and neck with my little what I call my Russian girlfriend. That's my Russian wife. Her name is Nati Yanaganova. But she did some other pictures for me. But the two of them, I absolutely love. But right now I think Vlad's traveling the world, taking some phenomenal pictures. I'm constantly ordering prints from him. He's actually on Etsy, so like, if you think this picture's sexy. But really, look him up. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. I figured I would just cover poetry for one of my books. And like a real professional, like a real writer, I don't have any of them memorized. So let's go with this. So let's, I want to start with Puckish Breed. Surly thoughts cross through my mind as my nature tries to rebel. For I am supposed to reciprocate for those around me. I reach out and extend as far as I can, but not for winsome reasons. For the fabric that keeps their loquacious mouths moving is starting to unweave itself. For those who gain trust and very few who have respect, having lost it all without even knowing it. I sit and wait only just to watch and see falling stars die to a puckish breed. That's number one. Oh my god. I know. You like how my sickness changes how I sound? Suddenly I'm not so anime-ish, right? I know. It gives me more bass, makes me sound more soulful. Or when I speak in Spanish, it makes me sound Dominican. Hey, yo, ¿cómo está? Completely, because Dominican women, they have like a bass. Like they sound all girly, and then like that bass comes out. If you Boricua, you sound a little nasally. Like, I know my Latinos. Don't be lying. Just saying. Poem number 2. It's actually called Rock Bottom. This is actually my book called Tribulations. You don't have to buy it. It's nice if you do. Thank you. But I actually don't make any money off of it. I publish books because I felt like it. That's it. Which, if you want to publish books and you're like scared and nervous, like, oh my god, what will people think? Who cares? Publish it because you want to. That's what I did. Next one, called Rock Bottom. Rock bottom is here for you and me. It can't get worse, yet the floor cracks beneath. Up a few feet we climb, but only to fall for a much longer time. Vacation? Called permanent. Your time is running to be complete. Led into fear, there goes my defeat. The roses are wilting, I must speak up and crush the bridge at a dim love. I trip and fall down. You're free without the sound of my tears falling from my face, drying itself to my shirt to lose its trace. A kiss too far is all far gone, and here I am all alone. The clock ticks on and I'm all good, flying away free just the way that I should. Hold on. I think one of my animals is up to something. Give me a second. Hope you guys didn't hear that. I'm pretty sure I'll just edit it out. Oh, I can whistle. I can't talk, but I can whistle. Great, that means I could pick up a girl, right? If I was gay, wouldn't that be great? You know, but I can't even talk to her afterwards. Whatever, maybe she'll make me some soup. The next one is actually called Dolly. Dear Dolly, how can you be so beautiful? Where could someone like me learn? Dear Dolly, where did you get that body? With the matching pretty face and those gorgeous eyes and a walk with such wine and grace. Oh Dolly, my Dolly, where do I begin? What should I ever do to ever fit in? What a beauty, my Dolly. Look how she catches their eyes. With looks like that, why even be surprised? What a tragedy, my beauty. I fall so far from the trees, I am nothing like the women next to me. Do I start at the bottom, at my feet? Do I slit my wrist ever so deep? Can I cut off the head and replace it instead? Is there a class I could take to learn to fix the mistakes? Oh, how I wish I could smile out of true happiness rather than internal regret. Oh, how I wish I could be so beautiful. Then the color of my world wouldn't be blue. Then the color of my eyes would seem nice to yours. Then the glow in my smile would eventually grow to be worthwhile. Oh, how the glisten in my cheeks, or the rose in my bosom to bloom fully, for once to be an actual beauty. Oh, the jester I perfectly resemble when I stand next to the beautiful. Oh, their look is very classy. Oh, their look is very sexy. Their beauty is unbreakable. And can make quite the wonderful legend. Yet upon next to them is the cheap wine bottle that's been broken, then bashed from the rim to the base. No wonder I'm the wine with no taste. So here I sit playing from young to old all the toys that I should have sold to the ones I am with and I see all the time. Leaves me wondering for the rest of my life. Dear Dolly, where did you get that body? With a matching pretty face and those gorgeous eyes, and walk with such wine and grace. Skippy. Skipping. No. Okay, I got my last one. I'm done. Come on, body. Work with me today. Work with me. You got this. My body, we disagree sometimes, but today we're gonna do this together. This one is actually called Tribulations. Dark ambitions, the devil's delight, to always keep me from the sunlight, to feel the warmth of its glow. The closest I get is through a window. Only the gambling I see in the verdant makes this all more torpid with haunts. Open the window, please, let the air in. This great color is suffocating. Crumbled together like ripped paper, I barely hold myself together. Stuck in the maze inside my head, surprised like hell that I'm not even dead. The demons who keep me locked, the angels who I never see, such an unfair misery, simply for surviving. Life's tribulations lead me down dark paths, where all is gone but my laugh. And I smile in delight and winsome effect, to pretend that I don't even notice. The hands pulling me by my feet, my hands have nothing to reach, sinking down slowly like all ships, resisting less, I'm so tired of it. Exhausted and worn in at too young of an age, replete with knowledge that makes me insane. What you think? I'm kidding. But doesn't my poetry sound mad serious with my cold? I know, right? Don't ask me to read this one. My voice is normal. I'm not gonna have them. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Those are my poetry books. A lot of my poetry, they're not just my perspective of things, but it's rather the observation that I make of others. I am quiet, but I am always watching my surroundings. Always. And one of the things that I pay attention to when it comes to other people are their intentions. I watch their intentions towards me. I watch their intentions towards others. I like to see how they treat other people. Some people are kind of like, oh, I don't care as long as they treat me nice. No. I like to watch and see, because you can learn so much about an individual by observing their behavior towards someone that they perceive as lower than them. I see where people become jealous of another person and they decide, you know what? That's something that I want. So So you must feel like a lower person. And I see it all the time, whether it becomes someone's looks, it becomes their job, becomes the kind of life that they have. And it's stupid, it's so silly. Instead of focusing what is only on their grass, instead of looking over at the other, they decide, I want your grass, and since I can't have your grass, I must destroy it. And it's so silly, and to me it's mind-boggling. You know, one of the poems that I read today was about a girl that I knew in high school. She was very much obsessed about her looks, you know, and she needed to be pretty. There's nothing wrong with her, you know, but she's not the only girl that I came across, and that she was a little bigger than me. So she'd always look to me and be like, well, you're thin. You don't understand because you're thin and you're pretty. If you ask me in high school, I mean, honestly, to tell you the truth, still to this day, I don't think of my looks. I get dressed, do my hair, I get dressed like a wonky anime character, and I walk out the door. That's me. That's it. I have one rule when I'm getting dressed. If it's simple, I'm gonna put it off. If it's too complex, I ain't doing it. That's it. You know, but to her, she needs to look more like me. She's not the first friend that I've come across. I had a friend in college. Me and her were the same size, and she's shorter than me. But to her, she's like, but I need to look thin like you. And I'm like, she was drop dead gorgeous. Gorgeous face, banging body. I mean, this girl could walk through places, and even gay dudes would stop and look at her like, wow. Like, that's how they interacted with her. And she didn't even see that because she was so focused on something else. And unfortunately, she had something that another girl wanted. A lot of people think I had an issue with this girl, but I actually didn't. I actually used to stand up for her a lot more than even she knows. And if she comes across this video, she'll have no idea that I'm talking about her. But I used to stand up for her a lot. Until she started picking on my friend. And she started trying to make her feel bad about how her body looked. You know, like, well, you're this, you're that. She was constantly picking on her. And my friend already had enough body issues as it was. I mean, from starving herself to throwing food up. Come on now. So I end up writing these poems because I'm watching how one person treats the other person, how someone treats me, how, you know, I pay attention to those things. And I do my best to try to do good by everyone. I really do. Do I fail sometimes? Of course. But I do try my very best to. So a lot of my poetry is not only just from my tribulations, but watching from others. I watch how people treat the homeless in the street. I sit down with them. I hang out with the homeless. You'll catch me singing and dancing with them. I'll give them, you know, I'll buy them some food. I will take them into the store and we'll pick out what you want. And I know in some states it's illegal, you know, and I get that. Which, by the way, messed up. How do you let someone go hungry on the street? You know, some people go, oh, well, they're going to spend it on booze and drugs, and that's why they're there. You got an apartment? Yeah, do you drink? Yeah, do you do drugs? Yeah, well, so are you. The only difference, they're homeless. Don't be so judgmental. But yeah, you know, a lot of my poetry comes from things that I've experienced, as well as watching what others has experienced. And because I spend so much time watching people, I can actually almost, to a certain degree, see from their perspective. I can feel for them. Personally, I think real poetry is actually the art of observation. I mean, I've had people do things to me that they think bother me. The problem is, I actually don't care. What I do concern myself with is the fact that their intentions toward me are to either make me feel bad, or to make me feel jealous, or to make me feel upset in some way. And although they fail every single time, it's their intention that I watch. And those are the things that motivate my poetry, because if they're doing it to me, I watch them do it to somebody else. And it makes me wonder, what's wrong with this soul? And I can't help but to, again, observe them and watch what they're doing. And eventually, at some point, I come to this compassion and understanding where I see exactly where they're coming from, why they are the way that they are. I don't question it. I just hope that they always improve. You know, and I'm hoping one day I can actually write a poetry book where people treat each other sweet, where they're being honest. And if they don't like each other because they don't mesh well, because it's vinegar and water, you know, let them go. Let them go. If you don't mix that well with someone, that's alright. That's alright. It's alright. It's okay. It's It's okay, but that does not make it okay for you to bother them because you have a personal issue with something, about yourself, about a life that you have. I mean, I see people get upset with other people because their parents are together, or this one thinks that this one is pretty, or this one thinks they are smart. People obsess over the simplest of things, and I get it, it's human nature. But we could do better. I know this is a little more serious than my normal stuff would usually be, but click to subscribe right over here. You want to see, if you like how sick I am, you should see how my silent video looks. You should click here. See what I did there? You laughed. You chuckled for a second. Don't even deny it. Now, if you also want to see what I have to say about Batman Superman, which, by the way, I think people are just hating because the critics are like, it's a terrible movie. I really feel like everyone's jumping on the bandwagon like, yeah, boo, Batman, boo, Superman. And I only feel like it's happening because the critics said it. What happened to the days when the critics came out with reviews the day the movie came out? I mean, I don't remember critics having months in advance of building up hatred towards a film to try to make it fail, which it didn't. But anyway, you can click here for Batman, Superman, right over here. And I thank you very much for watching. Subscribe. You want more of me. Even when I'm sick, you'll love me. Sick in both ways. Oh, you laughed in minutes. But yeah, so tune in for more stuff. I got my next episode coming up on Saturday. Remember, my shows are always on Wednesday and Saturday. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram. You can follow me, or as well as following the Bitten Apple TV. If you can't find Bitten Apple, look for Cadma. C-A-D-M-A. It's an acronym for my full name. Thanks, Mom. She gave me a name that doesn't fit on my passport.